Yeah, it's
a bit lame if you ask me.
Yeah.
Work for weeks.
Well, I don't know. There was when I in the 11th hour when we were filming that. There's a moment where I put the old song, David's one, in the air, and there was a pyro that was meant to go off. I put it up and it blew up in my hand, and that's the worst thing I've got to, I think.
No scars.
Yeah, and no, thankfully no scars. But there's lots of bruises, isn't there?
Yeah.
Jumping and falling and running around doors and.
Karen, do you end up getting quite physical as well?
Yeah, but I'm really graceful and agile, so I never injure myself.
Like a graceful gazelle.
Like a
Praying
swan.
mantis on ice.
Although when you were given a sword on a pirate ship and it was raining, I was like, oh no, this is just a disaster. But actually, you were really impressive.
Actually, that was really fun. On the pirate ship, when it rains, and it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it was freezing cold, but the rain started sort of pouring down, and us three just looked at each other. Yes.
Are there a lot of night shoots involved?
Yeah.
Yes. The downsides of doing Doctor Who. Let's have another clip now. If everyone's ready, we can see another clip from Doctor Who. Not. Okay, Doctor, explain what's happening, please.
Bells. Short for...
Melody.
Yeah, I named my daughter after her.
You named your daughter after your daughter.
It took me years to find you two. I'm so glad I did. And you see? All worked out in the end, didn't it? You got to raise me after all.
You're Melody.
But if she's Melody, that means that she's...
Shut up, Dad. I'm focusing on a dress site.
Let's see then. Such a great storyline. That must have been such a thrill to be involved with this storyline.
Oh, incredible. And she is an absolute dream, Alex.
Okay, tell us what she's like to work with.
Oh, just a joy.
Funny.
Funny, flirtatious, quick,
Naughty.
mad.
Yeah.
All the things that you see in River also.
And comes from her.
She's really the fourth sort of cog of the wheel.
Yeah, it's so wonderful when all four of us are together.
Yeah.
It's a real machine that works.
Yeah.
I can imagine she's the cheap troublemaker. Like you say, flirtatious. There was quite a lot of kissing, wasn't there, in the last series?
There was a lot of kissing. These two at it all the time.
And you kissed Alex Kingston in the last episode.
And Idris as well. She
Oh, good.
sort of kiss. Not a real kiss, but...
Many takes when you have to do these kisses?
We try and have as few takes as possible.
Yeah,
Sure.
Do you just get awkward? Is it quite embarrassing and awkward between you?
I just want to forget about it.
Yeah, that's mostly blocked out.
And Arthur, how do you feel about
Please
that?
don't touch me. Yeah, it's weird.
That's really harsh, I'm sorry.
You're not touching me.
So Alex, in real life, Alex Kingston is fun and flirtatious and a bit of a troublemaker. Do we get to see River Song again then in the next series? Do you think, or in the Christmas?
I hope so, yeah. I really hope so.
Will she appear in the Christmas episode?
I don't know.
Not going to tell you anything.
No, I don't think we see River. No,
Or do we?
No, or do we?
Have to watch it Christmas Day.
Yeah.
To find out, I guess, is the thing. And you both had to be aged up in the series, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that feel? What did it feel like to see yourself as an old person?
It's really shocking, actually. And I don't age very well, so I've decided to be a bit more healthy now. It was quite nice to take it off at the end of the night, but it's really interesting. My parents found it really strange because they were like, you should never see your child at that age.
No,
It's really weird for them.
How long were you in makeup for?
I reckon about 2 hours, 3 hours.
Wow.
Was it? Yeah, around that. Really early starts, basically.
Yeah. And Arthur, what was it like for you?
My face was quite. I was only in it for one day, but it was quite a big face. and it was just really, it was quite a big face. Yeah.
It was quite a narrow face, wasn't it?
It was narrow, and it was quite, my nose had definitely grown in that face. But yeah, it's really odd looking in the mirror and seeing someone else's face. Seeing an older version of your face.
Did they make your nose bigger and your ears bigger? Your earlobes?
Yeah, the earlobes bigger. Had hair coming out the wrong places.
Nice, coming up there. Oh, you're waving at the people who are up there. Look, still people up on the third tier up there as well. Hi to everybody. Can you hear us all right? It's okay. Yes, okay. Lots of people. They're very polite, aren't they?
Yeah, you're being very, very calm and polite.
Thanks for all coming and showing up. It's nice.
That's better.
It's not over yet. There are more questions. This one's for Arthur. It's another question from Facebook, and it's from Matt Shotroff. How do you feel the character of Rory has changed and evolved over the course of Series 6?
I think he's become more confident and has kind of stood up for himself a bit more. You know, I don't know. I think he's been travelling with these guys for so long that it has to have affected him in some way, made him just a bit less jumpy. And you know, with that obviously comes a little bit of bitterness as well. So.
And just practically has lived for 2,000 years and become a plastic robot.
Yeah. And then become
The universe was revisited.
Yeah, but he's still got the memory of that.
But he's still got the memory.
That's got to stick with you.
So when you signed up for this, did you sign up just for one or two episodes, or were you always in there?
Well, the plan was to be in it for as long as I'm in it, but I didn't know anything like that at all when I started. So I just thought I'd be, a bit of the first series, and that was it. It was quite a surprise every time I kept getting a script and going, oh wow, this is good. So yeah, it's been a nice surprise.
And how would you like to see your character developing?
It's going to start working out a lot. It's going to beef up and become a bit of a meathead.
A bit of a meathead?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a gym on the TARDIS?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Made of straw.
Does the Doctor ever go there?
Absolutely not.
What's the wardrobe department like? Or is there a wardrobe in the TARDIS as
In
well?
the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's amazing. Clothes from every era.
I really like seeing the TARDIS and discovering new areas to it.
I love that.
I really have. Because it's just been a little blue box before.
Yeah, and it's sort of wonderful to think that actually it's cavernous and constant and keeps going and going. And I want to see the Doctor's bedroom. Where does he sleep? Does he ever sleep? Probably not, but what's in his bedroom?
And what would be in his bedroom? What would you like to have in his bedroom? What would you like
or
in his
something
bedroom?
ridiculous.
Otters.
Yeah, something mad.
Singing to sleep.
Yeah. Singing off, playing ukuleles and God knows, but I think...
Have we seen the kitchen?
Sorry?
Have we seen the kitchen?
I don't know that we have.
No. Does the Doctor eat? Do you ever eat?
Occasionally he eats fish fingers.
Jammy Dodger.
Jammy Dodgers.
Jammy Dodgers, right, okay.
But not
Fish fingers and custard.
Jelly, yeah.
Okay, let's see another clip now. And Amy, this is you in action. I saw you before. I've been like, I'm here. Then I forgot. Oh, did I forget? What are you? Get back! Stay back from me. Oh my God! What is that? Is that a mess? Is that a Star Trek thing? Is that you? Not from it, not. That's from what, honey? Stop. Oh my God! Look at that. Is that a Star Trek mess? That's gotta be you. Yeah, did I just say all that? No, please, you must stay back. That, honey? That from what? All those lights, they never fixed them. Behind you, there is nothing. absolutely fantastic that episode. How many, we've got young people here, how many people had to sleep with their mums and dads that night after you saw that episode? Did you? No? Oh, you're tough, you're brave. I had like 2 of my children in bed with me for the entire night. They used to get freaked out by Doctor Who, and that hadn't happened for quite a long time. So this series, yeah, was definitely darker, more scary.
I think kids love being scared, though, do you know what I mean? I think it's part of our human nature to want to have that fear and know, even though, you know, you're scared that it's safe.
So I think it was darker, much darker than Doctor Who's been for a long time.
Yeah.
Which, you know, but I mean, that's certainly the part of the Doctor that has always interested me. I mean, when you think, actually, if you look at the 900 years or 1,000 years probably that he's been around, think of the blood on his hands. Think of all those clerics that he's just left. Or blood, you know, he's blown up whole civilizations, you know, and that has to live within you somewhere, I think, you know.
Is that something you've tried to bring to the Doctor? Because you do seem more haunted, I think, than previous Doctors.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps. I think so. It's definitely something that I'm interested in the Doctor, because that's what I think he's seeing. I find it ridiculous. Because if he wasn't, what else is there? He'd just be depressed.
You don't want to depress Doctor? No. Have you met up with any other Doctors recently, or had any feedback from any other Doctors?
Yeah, I saw David on Saturday, and I was at Stephen Moffat's birthday, right, on Saturday, and David Tennant was there, and Peter Davidson was there. And so Stephen Moffat was like a kid in a sweet shop, honestly. You wanted to see him, he was funny, and we all had a photo. And I'm sure he'll put it on Twitter. Tweet him now, he'll get really angry. Yeah, and so...
Could you tell who Stephen's favourite Doctor was from that encounter?
I couldn't. I'd like to think I'm in the shop. If you're watching.
Can you see?
Is the Doctor on Twitter?
Take one. They took my phone.
The Doctor Who? Doctor Who is on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah, I think it is a BBC Twitter Doctor Who.
Of course, the Doctor would be on Twitter because he's across everything now.
Yeah. What? No, is the Doctor the character on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh no, he hates it. I mean, you know, I don't know. Everyone's got their version of the Doctor, right? I think the Doctor, in terms of modern technology, is just rubbish. In fact, you know, he wouldn't know what to do.
He just gets really frustrated by it.
Yeah, cross. I think he'd find it a bit ridiculous. I'm at Gallifrey, # whatever.
But he could take some great pictures of some amazing history. Right, the Silents are perhaps one of the scariest monsters created yet. Which monster from Series 6 would scare you most if you came across them? If you bumped into them in a dark alley?
I think if I bumped into one of those dolls from the
Oh, they were
doll
so
house,
creepy.
I'd be really freaked out. Especially if it was a doll that looks like yourself.
Did you keep one of those?
No. No, they're massive. I just put it in my bedroom.
You've had it in your hallway, stuck up top of your Christmas tree.
Watching you while you speak.
That's been quite a disturbing episode to have done.
Yeah, it was weird.
Arthur, what about you? Scary
It
monsters?
would be horrible bumping into a minotaur.
Yeah, I was.
It's pretty big.
Real beast.
Yeah.
And Matt, you? Scary monsters?
I think it's probably got to be the Silence or the Minotaur, maybe. But then let's think. I mean, you know, House was a pretty neat dude. You wouldn't want him sort of around you all the time, would you? Creeping you out when you hate Samuel buying your jewellery.
How was it working with, you had David, I mean, you've had some great people in this series, as you always do. David Wellings, what's he like?
Oh, he's a joy. We're going for dinner with him this week, aren't we, Cam?
Yeah. And he's not going to look like a mole, so I'm going to find it really weird.
But you must get some actors who take part in Doctor Who, and it's a real thrill for them as well to be in it.
Yeah, it seems like everyone, because we're so close. We have a lot of fun at work. We always say it must be weird for people coming in to come into the group to establish. But everyone seems to just come in and grab it by the horns and really enjoy themselves.
I mean, like, all credit to the crew actually up in Wales, because they really set the tone and make it what it is, and they are, having worked on other crews, they are remarkable, aren't they? They really are, and we're very lucky to get the type of acting we do, and you know, we're often very lucky with people like sort of Michael Gallagher, who have young children, they do it for their kids. Richard Curtis, you know, and it's sort of, issues that you strike up with.
And you have to work with CGI quite often and sort of, I guess, not acting with each other but acting with the screens all the time. What's that like? Good fun.
Yeah.
It's just part of the day job.
Yeah, and then it's always
Sort of
amazing.
normal.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's amazing watching the results of that because you imagine it to be to a point in your head, and then when you see it, it always surpasses what you imagine. Yeah.
This is from another question on Facebook from Brooke Webster. If you each had to play a villain for an episode, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that's great.
Okay, let me think.
Can we invent one?
Yeah, invent a villain, yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
I'd like to play an evil bear.
An evil bear?
Okay.
Arthur the evil bear.
Yeah.
What can he do?
Why?
Just growls at you, can't move.
Does he
Sounds
speak?
terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know why
really
Steve
scary.
hasn't
It's
thought that.
really scary.
Kaza?
Can I be... I'd quite like to be a silent. Actually, no, because then I'll be stuck in that mask. No. Let me think of another one. I don't know.
You could invent one, or you could be one from years and
Years ago. I will interject there while you're thinking. Okay,
Go on,
Gil.
Matt.
I would like to play the devil, but with a twist. Because I think, imagine if the devil and the doctor in some way became entwined, or the devil possessed the doctor, or I don't know, the doctor had to get inside the devil's body and jiggle it about or something. I don't know, but the devil.
The devil.
Yeah.
That's
And in
top
black
trumps.
Yeah, you've won. Well,
Hang on. Bear, devil, bear.
yeah.
It's a tough call, isn't
Bear
it?
versus devil. That's the episode I want to see.
Roll the evil bear.
Aliens versus.
I have one.
Go on, Carol.
Prisoner Zero, right? But in the form of an animal.
Yeah. Anything.
That sounded like there was more to the point. If you said Prisoner Zero in the form of an
Of an
animal.
animal.
Because
What
it's
animal?
A hamster.
a hamster.
So you know. No? Alright.
Okay. Hamster, bear, devil. They're your choices. In Night Terrors, the doctor helped a boy face his fears. What were your fears and phobias? Matt.
Spiders.
Spiders.
Spiders freak me out. We have had spiders in Doctor Who direct, but actually that would be a fun villain, a really huge, aggressive spider.
I remember the episode now with the spider.
Yeah,
What was
with,
their name?
they were
Jen.
what were they called,
What
guys?
they called
The arachnos.
Arachnos, that's it. I've got the toys at home, I should definitely know what it was called, sorry about that. Okay, what about you?
And moths. I really hate moths in a big way. They're horrible.
So if a moth enters the room, what do you do?
She goes
Flap around like a moth. That's the irony of it. I am basically a moth.
You just freak out. Okay. And Arthur?
I used to have a phobia that a killer whale was going to come up my toilet.
Yeah?
That freaked me out for years.
Yeah.
So I think there's still a bit of that left.
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet, but
You
never know. You've got to still be careful.
They hunt in packs.
They do. So there'll be a couple of them. Probably squeeze through my new bed. Yeah.
And now you've said that, Stephen Moffat will be listening and he'll go, I know what's going to happen
Right.
next. Yeah, it's going to be killer whale and a toilet.
Get a killer whale, a bear, a devil, and hamsters. This is just writing the whole.
We're just giving him all his material, really.
Yeah.
Probably he's going to have to do no work
All these
whatsoever.
die-hard kind of Doctor Who fans are going, oh my god.
We're so glad they don't write it.
A question for all three of you. This is from Amy Bingham via Facebook. Out of all the Doctor Who episodes that you've been part of, in your opinion, do you prefer to travel back in time, be in the present, or head to the future? That's a good question. Karen, do you want to go first?
It's cool to go back and explore things that you're sort of already familiar with, like the Van Gogh episode I really enjoyed for that
I
reason.
love that one.
Oh yeah, me
That was
too.
really nice because you're so familiar with all these paintings and suddenly you were in them.
I cried.
Cool. It was so weird. But also I like the future because then you can make up whatever you want.
It's always good to have a mix of it, but there's something really good about going back. I love the Doctor Who's to go back to time, to real times, in world history, and monkey around with it. It's kind of a real joy and fun in it.
Well, as you've both gone with that, I'm going to say the present, because actually, if you look at the 11th hour, belter, I always like doing stuff with Craig Owens, and that's kind of in the present. So I think you can have a lot of fun in the present, because I quite like seeing the Doctor in everyday situations, because I think that makes him more of an alien.
Yeah, it stands out, doesn't it? Yeah. Are you on TED-Talks when you're waiting to get the script? Obviously, you said that Stephen's kind of given you a little bit of a taster. But when you find out what the story is, who do you tell? Is there anyone that you can actually share it with, or do you have to keep it just to yourself?
No, we talk to each other.
Yeah, each other, kind of. But they do tell, I tell my mum and dad bits and bobs.
Can they be trusted?
Yeah. I guess, but you don't really want to tell too many people, do you?
No, you want it to be a surprise for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've never inadvertently given anything away, never left a script anywhere, and kind of messed up.
left
I'm
a
really
script.
scared of doing that, so I'm really strict about it.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst, isn't it?
I mean, I'm sure we've given stuff away inadvertently, but
It's quite a relief once it's been on, because you're then like, oh, I can't give this, I can't give anything away.
It's all out there now.
Yeah.
It's all out there. And if we were to hold a Doctor Who general knowledge quiz show right now, which of the three of you would know the most? Karen?
Really?
Is Karen the expert when it comes to Doctor Who?
Whoa. Look right, baby.
No.
I don't know, yeah.
Okay, this sounds like a challenge.
Well, let's put it to the test.
So if we're going to be masterminds, then right. What would your specialist part of Doctor Who be? What would you do?
The character of Rory Williams.
I'd probably go for.
Would there be an era that you'd go for, a particular Doctor that you knew the most about? Apart from
If I went for another Doctor, either probably Tennant or Troughton or Eccleston. I know the most about
Eccleston
those
or
guys.
Tennant for me.
Who, sorry?
Eccleston or Tennant.
Right.
For me, yeah.
Because I guess we can't go for current Doctor, right?
No, you can't go for current Doctor. That would be completely and utterly ridiculous.
Unfair.
So you're excited about the Christmas episode that's going to be going out?
Yeah. It's gonna
You've got to give us a little bit of a taste, because obviously we saw a little bit on Children in Need. So tell us about the fun parts that you recorded, you filmed.
Well, we've got Claire Skinner, who's completely brilliant, Bill Bailey, and the two kids here are so wonderful. The little boy, Morris, gives this glorious performance, and kind of Stephen has managed to make it. He's so clever. He's sort of managed to get the magic and theory on this, and something untouchable about Christmas in it. And the Doctor meets a family who have gone through something, and that's all I'll say. But it's a cracker. I love it anyway.
Rory, tell us one little nugget about the Christmas episode that you're allowed to tell me.
It's really Christmassy.
Are you in danger at any point in the episode?
I can't tell you.
Karen, anything you'd like to share with us about the Christmas episode?
It's very much the Doctor's story, but Arthur and I make a cameo appearance. It's brief but really fun.
You have a great jumper. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a Christmas jumper?
Yeah. It is.
We're giving away the whole story
It's
now.
all about the Christmas
sorry,
story.
guys.
And obviously we have to ask about the film. People have been talking about the prospect of a film. Have you been in conversations, or have you had any conversations?
Yeah. I've been in
What's the conversation
with
gone
Warner
like?
Brother, and we're going to make it. And I have no idea. No,
But it's the one thing that everyone speculates about. They have done for years.
There's always rumours about a Doctor Who film, though.
But this has been confirmed, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, has it been confirmed?
I don't
I
know.
think it has. No, it's just a rumour that started and it's become fact because some of it.
I mean, it sounds very exciting. It's not the first film there's ever been.
No.
A Doctor Who. Paul McGann,
Paul McGann, yeah.
Of course.
But it isn't something that we're involved in. And
Would you like to be?
well, God, I love playing the Doctor.
You are the Doctor. Well, we're talking about you are the Doctor.
Yeah. So it's funny saying that. Sometimes when you say it out loud,
Does it still freak you out?
clearly it sounds very exciting. But I think films often take 2 or 3 years to develop anyway. Who knows who's going to be in the hot seat then?
David did it for 3 series, is that right?
3, and then he did a year of kind of specials.
Okay, so you've done 2 series.
I've done 2.
You want
I'm
to do a
going
third one?
into my third. Yeah.
Will you follow the same pattern as David?
No.
You're in it for the long haul.
I don't know. We'll see. It's it's the greatest part I've ever played and will probably ever play. I mean, we have the best time, don't we?
Yeah.
We really do. And
How has it been different to what you expected when you first took on the job? What's been the real delight that's struck you?
God, I mean, I could sit here all day and talk to you about it. It's unlike anything you can really.
It's the most fun.
Yeah.
We're never going to have this much fun on a job.
And you know, what's wonderful is you're the closest to this very wonderful concept of sort of travelling through time and space and picking up random hot strangers and just going.
And that's a good gig.
Yeah, obviously Karen, you're excluded from the random hot stranger list.
Oh.
Thanks for doing it.
And Karen, you have no desire to go anywhere else for the time being, or have you?
No, I fancy sticking around for a little while longer.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed for being here. You've got fabulous shoes. We've just seen the glitter.
Thanks.
Check out the glitter on these shoes. They match the top as well.